Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome to today's session on choosing a research topic in social sciences. Have you ever found yourself staring at a blank page, feeling overwhelmed by the sheer number of topics you could choose? I have been there too. It's a common challenge, but one thing that can be overcome with the right approach. Reflect back to a time when you were passionate about a research project. Do you remember that excitement and curiosity? That's the feeling we are aiming for today. By the end of this session, you will have to choose a research topic that not only sparks your interest but also makes a meaningful impact. Let's embark on this journey together and turn those choices into an exciting adventure. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. First of all, why do you think choosing the right research topic is so important? Importance of a relevant and impactful research topic. Choosing the right research topic is like laying the foundation for a house. If the foundation is solid, the house stands strong. Your topic should tackle an important issue or fill a gap in what we already know. Think about it. Your research could change how people think, influence policies, or even improve lives. Sound exciting, right? The research topic is crucial because it forms the foundation of your study, addressing important issues, filling gaps in knowledge, and potentially influencing policies and improving lives. Now that we know why it's important, let's move on to figuring out where these gaps in knowledge are. Identifying gaps in existing literature. Imagine you are a detective, right? So while you are reviewing existing literature, you need to be a detective. But instead of solving crimes, you are finding unanswered questions in your field. Look at what's already been researched and spot what's missing or what's contradictory. Maybe past studies had small sample sizes or focused on specific areas. Your job is to see how you can add a fresh perspective, knowledge, or challenge existing beliefs. How do you think researchers identify gaps in existing literature? The answer is very simple to that. Researchers identify gaps by reviewing current literature for unexplored areas, contradictory findings, or limitations in previous studies, offering opportunities for fresh perspectives or challenges to prevailing assumptions. Detecting these gaps is just the start, it's just the beginning. Next, let's talk about why it is important to choosing something you are passionate about. Leveraging personal interests and expertise. Choosing a topic you are passionate about is like picking your favorite hobby. You will enjoy working on it. Even when it gets tough, think about what excites you. What are you curious about? Also, consider what you are good at, right? These are some questions that you must ask from yourself. Or each researcher or a student of a researcher who is interested in researching something, he needs to have he should enlist out these questions. To answer these questions at the end of these steps, he will be able and he will have a topic at hand. Combining your interests with your strengths can make your research both fun and impactful. Have you ever thought about turning your passion into a research topic? What are you passionate about? What topics excite you? As I mentioned, that you have to enlist it. Aligning your research topic with your personal interests and expertise enhances motivation and allows for meaningful contributions, especially through interdisciplinary approaches. Like in social sciences, a research topic in a specific domain that is possible, but at the same time, it will have some interdisciplinary connections as well. Uh, a research topic for a sociology subject may be relevant to the peace and conflict studies as well. Maybe it's fall under the subject, the category of the economics, under the political science. So if it is interdisciplinary, so it's okay. You move forward for it. Now let's see how current events and trends can inspire your topic. Exploring current societal issues and trends. Look around yourself. The world is full of pressing issues waiting to be explored. Here, I want to add that it is not necessary that we should only research the social issues. Your research can be on a social phenomena, on the exploring the processes of something, of a phenomena. For example, the electoral behavior. For example, the process or the involvement of someone in the politics. So it goes from one stage to another and transforms towards the other stages, and then a person become a political entity or a political figure of a party. So in addition, you can go for the social issues as well. So from social justice to climate change, there are so many important topics. What's happening in the world right now that interests you? By focusing on these issues, your research can have a real world impact. Like if you are observing an issue in the society or list of the issues, you have to figure out and point out what interests you and what can have great impact over the society, or it can lead to some great decisions, the policies, guidelines, and so on. So, by focusing on these issues, your research can have a real world impact. Imagine your work informing policies or guiding decisions. Have you thought about how your research can make a difference in the world? What are the most pressing social issues we face today? Identifying pressing social issues and trends helps in selecting topics that have real world impact, inform policy, guide decision making, and improve lives. Tackling these issues often requires some expert advice. Let's discuss why consulting with others is so valuable, because alone you cannot do anything. You have to consult with your peers, with your mentors, lecturers, professors, and the senior researchers that can help you. So, consulting with experts and mentors, you don't have to do this alone. Think about the last time you asked for advice, maybe from a teacher or a friend. Seek guidance from experienced professors, brainstorm with your peers, and talk to industry experts. For example, if the issue is related to the social welfare department or welfare of the people, for example, if it is about the orphans, the issues they are facing, so you have to consult orphanage houses and social welfare officers in your district or in your area. So it can help you. You can take a ground knowledge and identify gaps from there as well. How often do you seek advice from mentors or peers? Regularly seeking advice from mentors and peers and collaborating with others opens up new perspectives and opportunities, enriching the research processes. So now let's talk about some practical considerations to keep in mind. So, considering practical factors, data availability and feasibility, like these all points or factors I have mentioned, these are interconnected. If you skip a specific factor from the process while identifying a research topic that interests you and for yourself, but you have no data availability and you have no command over it, so it will be a failed research. Like you have to prepare for the upcoming difficulties. So considering practical factors, data availability and feasibility is important. Do you have access to the data you need? Is your project doable with the time and resources you have? And don't forget about ethics as well, the ethical considerations. It's important to follow the rules and guidelines of the university or set by the scientific community or the international standards for conducting social sciences. For example, if it is about minors, like you are conducting a research on under 18s. So you have to take consent from their parents and the university as well, because directly one cannot collect the data from the teenagers who are kids. Okay, so thinking about these factors early on can save you a lot of trouble later. Have you thought about these practical aspects? You have to answer in comments. Do you know if the data you need for your research is accessible? Ensuring data accessibility, assessing its feasibility, whether it is feasible or not. For example, if you are conducting a research on a sensitive topic that may create a chaos in the community or in the society or in the country or in the globe, you have to avoid it. For example, on terrorism or exposing the terrorists and so on. So you have to think about that, because it will keep you as a researcher in a risk as well, and to those responders or the participants as well. Ensuring data accessibility, feasibility, and considering ethical implications are essential practical steps for a successful research project. Once you have considered these factors, it's time to refine your topic. Keep in mind that you cannot get a polished topic on your first attempt. Like the steps I have mentioned, these are not hard and fast rules. It can be flexible. You can go and move from one step to another. Maybe the step I'm mentioning at the end, you face at the beginning of the process for choosing or selecting a topic. You can have a rough idea at the beginning as well, but if you go for the literature and narrowing down your research, even some experts suggest that forget about the topic. You just map out what you are interested in and what is feasible and what can have a great impact. So go for it, research about it, and go to the field, read literature on it, consult with your peers or friends, and discuss with them. So it will make it clear for you like what you are researching, and then at the end also you can choose a topic for your research. But in Pakistani context, like when you are going to submit a synopsis for MPhil or PhD or even masters, so you have to submit a research topic and the proposals in which you have already decided such stuffs. So later on, it is very difficult for a researcher to change. But in European countries, in developed countries, the case is not like that. You can, so at the end of the research, after writing your introduction, literature review, methodology, analysis, conclusions and recommendations, and abstract and all the things, you can reframe or rephrase your topic as well, looking at what your research aims to and what did it find and issues it uncovered or discovered or explored. So let's focus on refining your topic. Your topic should be as clear and focused as a laser beam. Do you know a laser light, right? It must be clear in that sense. It should be specific and well defined. A manageable scope means it's not too broad or not too narrow. Aim for originality, offer a unique perspective or contribution. Does your topic align with your interests and expertise? If so, you are on the right track. Here, one thing I want to mention that offer a unique perspective or contribution. You must not reinvent the wheel. For example, most of the students and scholars, they are researching the things and the topics that are already researched, and if one search for it and have a net search for it, so one can find easily that research that is already been conducted. But this can also be differentiated if we are struggling for our research. Like if someone has done a research on Tracy ratio or rate and the differences between due to gender implications. So this study can be conducted again in another environment or the universe as well. So it's good, but one has to think about that. Like he or she must not reinvent the wheel. Is your research topic as clear and focused as it can be? Defining your topic to be specific, well defined, and aligned with your interests and expertise is crucial for a successful research project. Finally, let's conclude everything we have discussed today. In conclusion, choosing the right research topic is like setting the course for an exciting journey. It requires careful consideration of relevance, impact, and feasibility. By leveraging your interests and expertise, consulting with mentors, and thinking practically, you can select a topic that is meaningful, impactful, and exciting. Remember, the right topic can make all the difference in your research journey. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you now feel more confident about choosing a meaningful and exciting research topic. For your clarity, I have uploaded the presentation notes on my website. It's knowingtime.com. Be sure to check them out and download for yourself so that and print for yourself. It's Knowing Time offers a wealth of resources for students, scholars, and anyone curious about social sciences. From articles to lectures, we have got you covered. Thanks again and happy researching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. See you next time.